right. What's up, YouTube? This is the Take Five podcast. I'm Aaron Action.
And I'm Dustin, formerly known as Honey Licorice.
Yo, when I saw that pop up in there, I thought that was you, Rosie. I was going to say, hi, honey.
I'm Rosie.
All
I
right.
have no clever thing like Dustin.
All right. The 60s continued with the doo-wop of the 50s, but with Woodstock, the protests of the Vietnam War, seeing the evolution of rock and roll and the birth of metal. This is our pick for top 5 60s songs. All right, Rosie, what'd you have for number 5?
For number 5, I'm going with Pretty Woman by Roy Orbison.
Right on. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that was 60s, obviously early 60s then. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that is a good one, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dustin, what you have for number 5?
All right, to kick off, number 5, I got Kick Out the Jams by the MC5.
Nice. Oh, yeah, that song does kick ass. All right. This song reached number 2 on the Billboard 100 chart in 1961. My number 5 is Chris Kenner with I Like It Like That.
I'd have to hear it to remember it.
It's good shit. Rosie, you know that one? It's like a R&B,
Okay.
soul, or whatever type song. All right, Rosie, what'd you have for number 4?
For number 4, I've got You Can't Hurry Love from the Supremes.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Another good one, yep.
Yeah, sure.
It's funny because both of those, your 5 and 4, both had were as big, if not bigger, as covers when they, like Van Halen and Phil Collins. All right, Dustin, what'd you have for number 4?
Did that one, I think.
Number 4, I got in my opinion, one of the most underrated rock bands from the 60s. They were only around a few years. It's CCR with a Fortunate Son.
It's funny because I mentioned the protesting and
Yeah. Yep.
yeah. All right.
Yeah, CCR, I think, criminally underrated.
Yeah, dude, they do.
But in a way, though, here's the thing with it. As much as I say they're underrated, like only, and I hate saying it like this, but only real motherfuckers know who they were. And that's what's cool about it, I think. Like, people that go deeper than the surface. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they had a lot of hits, though. But, they...
Yeah, and people go, oh, I know that song, but okay, but you don't know the band,
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like, I remember back in the 80s, they had a commercial. It was like, how they'd have, like, buy the box set. And they play, and like every song you would recognize,
Yeah.
And that's when I wrote, like, damn, I know these guys because, like every song of these were hits.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There have been over 400 recorded versions of this song. First in 1961 by Benny King, Stand By Me.
Oh, shit.
Such a great song, man.
It's crazy that many.
Yeah.
You say that many recorded versions?
Yeah.
That's wow.
Yeah. Yeah, Google when I got it off Wikipedia, so I assume it's correct.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, Rosie, what you got for number 3?
For number 3, I'm going with At Last from Miss Etta James.
Okay. See, I'd have to hear that.
I know it.
I'm sure I probably know it, but I don't know by name.
Yeah, you would know.
I'm sure I've heard it. Yeah.
It's a classic.
Yeah, and I know she was pretty well known. All right, Dustin, what'd you have for number 3?
Number 3, this is someone I think this is the first time I've maybe discussed him or brought him up. It's This is my favorite song by this artist, person, guitar player. The guitar tone is on. So on this song particular, even the guitar tone is so, as soon as you hear it, you know who the fuck it is. Jimi Hendrix, Foxy Lady.
Oh yeah. See, it's funny because I had already experienced as an honorable mention. That's my favorite Hendrix song. Yeah, I love some Hendrix.
Yeah. And I say this, it, I don't know, Foxy Lady, it's just typical rock and roll. You know, when other shit Hendrix did was very Hendrix, you know.
Yeah.
But this guitar tone on this, so overdriven, man, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Good choice. All right. This song was first released in 1969, but didn't hit number 1 or number 15 on the Billboard 100 charts until 1973. My number 3 is Space Oddity, David Bowie.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's why I wouldn't have thought that was a 60s song.
Yeah.
Because you said it didn't really break till
Yeah.
Okay.
It's it was actually originally released on like a 7-inch, and then he put it on the second album, and that's kind of when it it became a hit. Like I'm kind of back and forth on Bowie. He's got a lot of really good stuff, but then there's a lot of stuff I don't like, and then that's what I really do like. All right, Rosie, what you got for number 2?
For number 2, I went with Nancy Sinatra. These boots are made for walking.
Hell yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah. Another classic.
All right, Dustin.
My number 2 is arguably one of the most anthemic songs, if that's even a word. I just did something amazing here, just created a word on Take 5 podcast. But huge anthem, huge rocker, and one of the first songs to reference the word heavy metal with Heavy Metal Thunder, Born to Be Wild, Steppenwolf.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that either. All right. This song reached number 2 on the Billboard charts in 1968, only behind Hey Jude by the Beatles. My number 2 song is Fire by Arthur Brown.
I'd have to hear that one too.
It's Marilyn Manson sampled it on the Lunchbox song. Like you would know it if you heard it.
Sure, yeah.
I bring you the God of Hellfire. I know you've heard that.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Great song. All right, Rosie, what'd you have for number 1?
For number 1, I went with You Don't Own Me by Leslie Gore.
Shit. Okay.
You see, I know her. I have to hear that one too.
There's a few people have done that song, but she does it really well, and I think that one was 1963.
Nice.
It's such a good power song, like that scream that y'all just heard.
Nice. All right, Dustin, what'd you have for number 1?
My number 1, I went with a song that was definitely that put me on the path of interest in playing drums, actually. And when I tell you who the band is, the drummer, it's rightful reason for someone to perk their interest, possibly exploring playing drums, I got A Whole Lot of Love by Led Zeppelin. There's just a part in that I remember hearing once on the radio. I tried playing guitar at first and just I wasn't getting it. So I started kind of messing with a snare drum in a school band, and then hearing hearing A Whole Lot of Love. There's a part in it where there's this kind of breakdown, and Bonham's doing this like chicka 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 with the hi-hats and doing this pattern like on the bell of his cymbals. And I remember like hearing that, like picking that out, but never touching fucking drums. And that kind of was, I remember that specifically being one of the things that, like I said, sparked my interest in like trying to play drums, like a drum set, like in a rock band sort of situation. So, and yeah, that Led Zeppelin 2, that album came out like 68, 69.
Yeah, I was wondering if somebody's gonna have Zeppelin in there. Like, I was never a Zeppelin fan, but
I'm picky. I mean,
yeah,
I don't like
it's
Calder, but I mean, as far as someone who dabbles with playing drums, you you gotta love and respect John Bonham, though.
yeah, because like that's why like I love Hendrix, but I had him as honorable mention. I didn't have any Doors, but I'm a huge Doors fan.
Mm-hmm.
On these lists, I try to go more by stuff that I like maybe one song from.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't pick any of those. All right, so my number one. This song reached number 2 on the Billboard charts in 1966. My number 1 is Little Red Riding Hood by Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs.
Okay.
That song is so fucking awesome, man.
I'm gonna have to go listen to it now because
You don't know that one?
You got my interest.
Oh man, it's been on commercials and shit. I know you've had to hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll check it out and I'll probably go, oh, okay, yeah.
But you know who Sam the Sham is, don't you?
No, I don't.
He also did like Wooly Bully. I know you know that one.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Spicoli, hey, I know that song.
Yeah.
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 All right. Rosie, got any honorable mentions?
My phone is like giving me trouble with mute. The only one I had down was God Only Knows from the Beach Boys, and that was just kind of a just in case anybody had anything doubled up. But
yeah, that's kind of what I did in mine too.
A lot of good stuff in the 60s, but
yeah. See, I like the Beach Boys too. They had a lot of good stuff.
Opened it up.
What you eating?
You want some
Get that Pepperidge Farm bread?
fried? Yeah. He said, yeah. Jewish rye, pumpernickel, deli swirl bread.
Damn, that looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Dustin, you have any honorable mentions?
Yeah, actually, I have a few. Well, one, I was thinking about it today, and if Trex would have been with us, I have a feeling he would have had a couple songs. I got thinking about it, like some of that original Alice Cooper shit had to come out in the late 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not sure which songs, but there's definitely some classics in that early Alice Cooper band stuff. So that's why, I totally was thinking all Trex would have something, but
yeah,
he didn't make it happen on this one. So so I got another CCR song. We talked about, hits, Proud Mary. I got a Pinball Wizard from The Who, which I do love that song.
I like some Who.
Yeah. Here's one. I mean, it's one of those things, once again, tons of people know the song. Give Me Some Lovin' by the Spencer Davis Group.
Yeah.
Always love that song. Fucking Wild Thing by the Trogs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, another underrated classic,
Oh yeah.
Been covered tons of times. Uh, Hit the Road Jack, Ray Charles.
Yeah.
Can never go wrong with Ray Charles. And then lastly, got to mention Chuck Berry.
Mm-hmm.
No Particular Place to Go. That was the
Yeah, it is. That's a good
60s.
one.
Yeah.
Ray Charles had George on My Mind out in the 60s, which is
Yeah, that was one of the lists that I looked up. Yeah. Yep.
yeah. CCR, speaking on them, have you ever
Everything they
seen The
fucking did.
Rain?
Yeah.
That song kind of has a special meaning. Like this girl I dated, like that was like our first kiss. That song happened to come on the radio,
Yeah.
and it's like, and so I mean that song kind of has a special meaning to me. But I had Buffalo Springfield,
Okay.
For What It's Worth, 1967. I had These Eyes from the Guess Who.
Mm-hmm. Fuck, I just listened to No Sugar Tonight.
Yep.
Yesterday, last night. But I'm not sure if that song was 60s though.
Yeah,
It might
see,
have
I'm
been
not.
early
Yeah.
70s. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
because this one.
Another underrated band.
Yeah, because These Eyes was 69. So I think that would have been after
No
that.
Sugar Tonight might have been a year or two after that. Yeah.
Now here's one, Dustin. I figured you would at least mention the band. From 1968, White Room by Cream.
You're dead fucking on, because
That song is fucking awesome.
There was another Cream song, which is I'm sorry, it's escaping me right now, but I think, and I'm being honest, I think the only reason I didn't write it down is because I always write shit down on like fucking envelopes, like junk mail.
Mm-hmm.
It's just blank and I ran out of room.
Damn.
So that's literally the only reason why I remember like not writing that down for an honorable mention was the Cream song. Yeah.
Yeah, they had some good stuff, but that was my favorite one.
Yeah.
Now this one here, you're gonna laugh. It's like a novelty, but it's still fun. Tiny Tim, Tiptoe Through the Tulips, 1968.
Yeah. Hell, dude made a career off that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, like I mean, he would do like Pink Floyd covers and shit like that. Like it was pretty funny, but
yeah, the fucking ukulele too.
Yeah. He was a weird cat though, man.
Yeah, definitely very eccentric and unique. Yeah. Yeah. The drugs were good back
then. Or bad.
Right.
Got any other ones?
No, like I said, I literally ran out of room, man. Otherwise I would have mentioned the Cream. Yeah, that's all I got.
I'm surprised nobody mentioned any Joplin, Rosie. I figured you would have some Joplin. You don't like her?
Well, I always associate Janis Joplin with the 70s, so that's why I probably didn't.
Yeah.
Fall on my radar.
I didn't think of 60s with her.
Really?
Yeah, she hits me as 70s in my head.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was like late 60s is when she was out.
You could totally be right, but like I said, I've just always associated her as like a 70s thing.
Right on. Yeah, like I said, it could have had a bunch of Doors.
Mm-hmm. And that was more that I was considering. Once again, I ran out of room, but
yeah,
I would have wrote down a couple Doors songs, and like I said, Cream.
Jefferson Airplane.
Yeah, and I'm picky with the songs I like from them, and the one that I did look up because I thought it might have been late 60s, but I was wrong. It's 79. Is that Jane song?
Oh yeah, that song kicks ass.
Yeah, I think it would have been 60s, and if it would have been, that might have made my top 5 because I think that guitar riff in that even kind of thinking like, fuck, this came out in the 60s, like with that, that hard rock of a guitar, like, but like I said, it came out in 79. So
Yeah. Well, see, I'm looking it up. Joplin died in 1970.
in 70,
Yeah.
for some reason, I thought she died in like 73 or 76 even.
And she performed from 62 to 70. So
What year did that Pearl album come out? Does it say?
60 no wait. Okay, that came out in 71, so it came out after she died.
Okay, wow, I didn't know that.
So
Yeah.
we were all right, I guess, because her songs were more well known in the 70s, even though she died in 1970. But she had stuff come out in the 60s.
That's so wild. I didn't realize she died in 70. Like,
Yeah, she had a
I
solo
thought
album.
it was more mid 70s.
Yeah, her first solo album came out in 1969. Pearl came out in 71. So yeah, we were all right.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
That's all I got for this one.
All right. Are you done, Rosie? Got any others?
She's still awake. She in the other room packing.
I've been trying to pack all day.
Not
good at it.
Are you going to be around tomorrow? Have you decided yet, or?
I'm gonna try to get home in time.
Okay. Because since it's Friday, if we need to do it a little bit later, we can.
Okay.
Just keep me updated. All right. That's it. 5 and out.